Like my little boy, he's 12, right? He, Marquise, I think everybody knows he's the reason that I'm successful. You know, like my son is my motivation. He's the reason why I changed directions when I was in the street to me actually write music full time. Because when I decided to write music, I went cold turkey. Like I totally stopped what I was doing in the street. And it was a time that I actually didn't have anything because the things that I acquired when I was hustling, it kind of went away. I had to get rid of it in order to have enough to stay afloat. You know, and things don't happen when you want them to happen all the time. It happens when it's supposed to happen. When God has a plan for you to actually be successful, it'll happen for you. So you got to be persistent and consistent and work and work and work until it actually works. But, you know, I didn't have a plan B. I said it absolutely has to work. You know, so I stayed focused and I made it happen. But it's crazy. I go through so much, you know, with his mom's like, we're not friends anymore, you know, and it's a huge adjustment when you got a person that has a sense of entitlement because she was around at that time period when I didn't have much because I ended up spending everything I had at that point on taking care of us early on. She feels like she should be entitled to the world. Like I think her friends had her under the impression that she was entitled to 17% of whatever I was earning, period. You know, and that's not how it works. New York State law is you're entitled to 17%, but it's when you're making up until the point where you're making $80,000. So if you make $80,000, they're gonna tell you to pay 17% of your paycheck for your child. Then when you reach the tax bracket that I'm in, they got to make a decision based on the lifestyle that the child's been living, you know, to maintain that upkeep. But she's really having a bigger adjustment to her personal lifestyle because she had a bag habit that cost more than the child support. And she's Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent, Chanel. Every time you see her right now, she's supposed to be going through hard times because the house burned down. But every time you see her, she got a new designer bag in her hand. She had new designer glasses on. You know what I'm saying? I don't really say how I feel about her because my son might see the tape.